Alright, so here we have June. She is being her own sous chef, cutting up the onions, the green peppers, and the stuff she's putting in the stuffing. She's not talking during this segment because she's dealing with the hot oven. And the hot oven, oh, she's putting the onions in. She doesn't want to talk on the food, over the food, and it's too hot for her to wear a mask. So she's gonna nod and smile, but she can't talk, okay? Because we're big on not talking over the food. So right now she's marinating the jalapeno and the onions in olive oil, and this is all for the dressing. So I'll sit with this until she adds the next ingredient, which you'll be shocked by. A lot of people don't put this in their stuffing. This is sausage. Just basic Jimmy Dean sausage. It does have sage. I wasn't going to tell you guys that, but she whispered it, so if she doesn't mind you knowing, I don't mind you knowing. And let me show you what it looks like, because a lot of people don't. Oop, I'm too close. See how it says sage? Sage, sage, sage. I don't really want to do brand recognition, but oh well. God bless Jimmy Dean. Give me a percentage if people buy this. Anyway, so right there she's marinating the sage sausage, the onions, and the jalapenos in this pan. In this pan she's got going chicken broth and mushrooms. She likes her dressing to be very flavorful. So let's go back over here to the sink and see what she's doing. If you notice, she's constantly washing as she cooks. She's a stickler for that. I am too, but I sometimes have to wait till I'm done with each item and then I wash up and clean up. But notice how she's constantly cleaning up. She's moving. She's moving. She says hi, you guys, with her eyes. Okay, so she's topping up more jalapeno. Back over here. So she puts more jalapenos in with the meat that's simmering with the onion. And again, we want to bring this chicken broth stock and the mushrooms to a boil. But y'all know that, right? Y'all don't know that. Okay. I said y'all know that, and T shook her head. She's like the women. Okay, I get it. A lot of women don't know how to cook. A lot of men don't know how to cook. Every man and every woman who's an adult should know how to cook. Our parents were big on that. Especially Mama Harriet. My mother, she didn't play that. You got to get up, you got to get in this kitchen, and you got to know what to do. You never want to be dependent on somebody else to provide your food for you. Okay, this over here, she's preparing. She's sous chef for me so that when I do my meat, I'll have everything I need. Thank you. Alright, so she's moving. Just one? Okay. So she just put one Jimmy Dean sage sausage roll in her in the stuffing. Again, this is all for stuffing. See this stack over here that's behind that bag? Those are all the sweet potato pies she made last night. Okay, so what she's doing now is adding a teaspoon of garlic, a little bit less than a teaspoon, to kick it up a notch so that everything tastes really flavorful. Thank you. Now she's seasoning smoked paprika. That's a really big thing that needs to go into the dressing. Garlic powder. Stay away from too much salt. Go with the powders. And the salt we do use is potassium-based salt so that your feet don't swell. This is lemon pepper.
You really don't need salt for this because the Jimmy Dean sausage is salt enough.
Okay, so she didn't want to talk over the food, as you can see. She said you really don't need to put salt in this roux because the Jimmy Dean sausage is enough. Now, she does use Mrs. Dash because you can't ever put enough herbs in your food. Just makes it taste better. Now she's putting in a little pepper. See how conscientious she is? She don't want to talk over your food and then serve it to you. You can't beat a cook like this. Smile, T. You know, I know you guys wonder. Some people ask me, why do you talk so country when you're in the kitchen cooking? Okay, y'all know I'm a doctoral student. I have been in school for over 25 years. Yes, I'm educated. I'm Judith. So long as, you know, I've been in school for years and years and years. But when I cook, it reminds me of my mother and my father, and they were very country. So they didn't use all the perfect English and, oh my God, now we're putting in the tomato sauce. I wasn't raised to hear that kind of lingo, even though I was raised in California in Pasadena. So when I get in the kitchen, I remember my grandmother, I remember my dad, I remember my mom, and you just were very holistic. You were very just who you were at the core when you got into the kitchen. So it's not that I can't speak, you know, better, but I feel like my ancestors are with me when I cook, and I hear them saying, put a spot of that in it. No, hush the window, and saying things that, you know, are country. So it's not that I don't know better. It's not that I can't speak better. Yes, I get it. But when we're in the kitchen, we remember how our parents talked and how they interacted with us, and it wasn't proper English. So excuse my French while I go back to being the person in the kitchen. Is that cool? All right. So T is back here. Again, she's washing all her utensils. She does this about 25 times during the course of each thing she cooked. By the way, she already made the greens, so I'm going to give you a look at those. Yum, yum, yum. She already made her macaroni and cheese. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. Look at that. That's her macaroni and cheese. Yum, yum, yum. She did that. Now she's back over here. This is smelling absolutely wonderful. This is smelling heavenly. T is getting in there. She's getting with it. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. She's mixing that up. You want everything mixed up. You want everything just meshing. And you want to feel that love. You want to taste that love. I wish you guys could smell it. I wish, you know what we should be able to do? We should be able to make scratch and sniff videos. Wouldn't that be great? Scratch and sniff like the stickers? Mm-hmm. We're doing everything else. There should be a way to make scratch and sniff videos. All right. More olive oil. Yes, you're putting more. She wants you to know she already put olive oil in the pan to marinate it. And remember, ladies, your body and the people that you serve, your bodies are the temple of the Lord. So try to put the very thin oils in your body so that you can digest it. We eat, because I had high blood pressure by the time I was 30. Now I do not, and I'm 42. And I'm Judith. June, I don't want to tell you how old June. Well, June is very proud of her age. June will be 52 December 12th of this year. Woohoo! And she doesn't have high blood pressure at all. So what you do to avoid high blood pressure, stay away from the Crisco, stay away from the canola oils. If you're going to put oils in your food, you can use olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and you can use grapeseed oil. Those are very thin oils that don't clog your arteries and stay inside your body. When your arteries are clogged and it's staying inside your body, that's how one of the ways that you get high blood pressure. So remember that. Olive oil and grapeseed oil. Look at this, guys. Is that fantastic? Oh my God, it smells so good. You see that? And then over here we got the chicken broth stock and the mushrooms coming to a boil. So she's feverishly working, cutting up more green peppers. More green peppers, is that for me or for me? Oh, so she's doing my sous chef work for my meat. I'm making a barbecue pork. Thank you so much. Alright, so we're going to wrap this one up. Now you can tell them bye.
Bye. We'll be back in a second. Watch me put it all together.